Imagine your organs as overworked employees trapped in a 24/7 diner, flipping burgers of sugar, caffeine, and stress without a single lunch break. For years, you've kept them busy, thinking food equals energy, when in reality, they've been begging for a power outage. Now picture this. When you stop eating for just 72 hours, every cell in your body clocks out, shuts down the greasy stove, and starts scrubbing the kitchen clean. Scientists found that within those 3 days, your liver flips its entire energy system, your brain switches to backup fuel, and your immune system begins rebuilding itself like a night shift janitor finally left alone. Sounds dramatic? It is, because fasting isn't starvation, it's renovation. And by the end of 72 hours, your organs won't just survive the break, they'll come back glowing like a freshly remodeled house. Your organs don't scream when they're exhausted, they whisper. A little extra sugar here, a late-night snack there, and over time your body becomes a diner that never closes, burning through energy until the kitchen starts to smoke. Doctors call it metabolic fatigue, the quiet chaos behind weight gain, inflammation, and brain fog. But here's the twist. Silence can heal what noise destroyed. So what really happens when you finally give that diner a 72-hour break? Let's find out. 24 hours, the fuel tank runs dry. The first 24 hours of fasting are like your body's mourning after a wild party. You've stopped feeding it, but it's still buzzing from last night's carb buffet. Your blood sugar begins to drop, insulin takes a nap, and your liver, poor thing, has to dig into its secret stash of glycogen just to keep your brain from complaining. Imagine a car realizing there's no gas station in sight and reluctantly opening the reserve tank. That's your liver at hour 8 muttering, "Fine, I'll handle it." By hour 12, most of that glycogen is gone, and your body quietly starts its backup plan. Gluconeogenesis, the fancy word for let's make sugar from scratch. Your muscles donate a few amino acids, your liver converts them into glucose, and your blood sugar stabilizes just enough to keep you functional. But here's where it gets interesting. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that by the 16th to 20th hour, a deeper switch begins. Insulin keeps falling, growth hormone rises, and your metabolism whispers, "It's time to burn fat." This is the moment your body stops being a restaurant and turns into a recycling plant. You might feel hungry, cranky, maybe even fantasize about bread. That's normal. It's just your brain negotiating with your stomach. But under the surface, your organs are already entering detox mode, a silent, coordinated effort to reboot your internal systems. 24-48 hours. The fat switch and brain fuel revolution. Now we're entering the metabolic twilight zone. At this stage, your body officially declares, "We're out of sugar, let's burn the furniture." Except it doesn't burn you, it burns fat. Your liver takes fatty acids and converts them into ketones, those magical little molecules that can power your brain, heart, and muscles like premium fuel. Ketones are the unsung heroes of fasting. They don't just feed your brain, they calm it. Many people report mental clarity around this stage, like someone turned off the static radio in their head. Scientists from Cell Metabolism 2018 found that ketone levels can increase by over 400% within 48 hours of fasting, leading to sharper focus and reduced inflammation markers. Basically, your body stops whining and starts innovating. Your pancreas, the guy in charge of insulin, finally gets a vacation. It's been running 24/7 your whole life, juggling blood sugar levels like a caffeinated barista. Now it takes a seat, exhales, and lets your cells reset their insulin sensitivity. Meanwhile, your gut starts cleaning house. Without food constantly coming through, the lining of your intestines gets a chance to repair tiny microtears and rebalance your microbiome. It's like giving your digestive system a spa day. No work, just self-care and quiet music. You may notice your energy dip, then suddenly rise again. System. That's your mitochondria, those little energy factories, learning to run on fat instead of glucose. They're like old diesel engines warming up after years of running on cheap gas. Once they catch on, the energy becomes smoother, more stable, less crashy. Around hour 36, your immune system also starts taking notes. Old white blood cells, tired soldiers, are marked for recycling. New stem cells begin gearing up for duty. This process, called autophagy, is basically your body's version of Marie Kondoing the junk. If a cell doesn't spark joy or function properly, it's gone. And just when you start to think, maybe I can actually do this, you hit the 40-hour mark, where things go from metabolic cleanup to full-blown organ renovation. 48-72 hours, the deep clean begins. By day 3, something remarkable happens. Your body stops acting like it's starving and starts acting like it's healing. Every organ, liver, heart, kidneys, even your brain, enters autophagy overdrive. It's as if the maintenance crew finally got the building to themselves. The liver, once bloated with fat and sugar, begins recycling damaged proteins and producing cleaner enzymes. The kidneys flush out leftover metabolic waste more efficiently, balancing electrolytes like master chemists. The heart benefits too. Blood pressure drops, triglycerides decrease, and vascular inflammation starts to calm down. According to a 2024 study from Nature Communications, prolonged fasting triggers synchronized molecular changes across multiple organs, improving cellular resilience and metabolic flexibility. In simpler terms, your body becomes smarter. Meanwhile, your brain switches fully to ketone mode, burning them like rocket fuel. Neurotransmitters such as GABA and BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, increase, enhancing mood and focus. That's why people often describe a strange calm and clarity around the 60-hour mark. Your neurons are literally happier. Let's not forget the gut. After 72 hours of rest, the microbial balance improves, reducing inflammation and promoting better digestion long-term. It's like you fired the toxic employees and rehired the good bacteria. You might notice your sense of smell sharpen, your skin clear up, and your cravings quiet down. That's not imagination. That's your nervous system recalibrating, dopamine levels leveling, and stress hormones like cortisol finally decreasing. By now, fasting feels less like deprivation and more like empowerment. You've stopped feeding your body and started freeing it. After 72 hours. The reset moment. At this point, you've unlocked the body's developer mode. Every system that was once sluggish is now optimized for efficiency. Your immune system has replaced old cells with new recruits. Your liver runs cleaner, your heart beats steadier, and your brain operates on upgraded firmware. But here's the best part. These changes don't just vanish once you eat again. According to research from USC's Longevity Institute, refeeding after a fast activates regenerative pathways that continue healing long after the fast ends. In other words, breaking the fast correctly with gentle, nutrient-rich foods doesn't undo the magic. It extends it. Think of your organs like employees returning after a 3-day corporate retreat. They're refreshed, motivated, maybe a little smug, and ready to perform better than ever. They've swapped out burnout for balance. Of course, fasting isn't a one-size-fits-all miracle. It's powerful, but it requires respect. If you have medical conditions, always check with your doctor before attempting prolonged fasting. Hydrate, rest, and listen to your body. It's the smartest biofeedback system you've got. Because in the end, fasting isn't really about not eating. It's about giving your organs the silence they need to speak again. And when they do, they don't whisper. They thank you in the language of clearer skin, calmer energy, and sharper focus. Mini segment, the hidden side, what you don't see. What about the discomfort? Yes. You'll probably feel cold, a little dizzy, and maybe dream about pizza more than usual. That's the sympathetic nervous system dialing down, while your parasympathetic mode takes over, the body's way of saying, we're rebuilding, not rushing. As your digestive enzymes temporarily pause production, your stomach shrinks, ghrelin, the hunger hormone, spikes, then fades like a fading alarm clock. By day 3, hunger isn't screaming, it's whispering. You've taught your brain that constant eating isn't survival, it's habit. Ironically, that's when emotional clarity shows up. People often describe a kind of quiet, a steady focus that feels spiritual, not scientific. That's not magic. That's dopamine regulation, your reward system finding peace after years of overstimulation. So if you feel weirdly zen on day 3, it's not your imagination. It's your brain saying, finally, some peace and quiet. What fasting teaches you without saying a word. Fasting for 72 hours isn't just about fat loss or detox. It's a mirror, one that shows how dependent we become on constant consumption. Your organs, meanwhile, are simpler creatures. They don't crave novelty or sugar highs. They crave rhythm, rest, and recovery. Every system in your body is designed for cycles, activity, and pause, building and cleaning. We just forgot the pause part. This 3-day fast reintroduces it, a biological Sabbath. So, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's challenging. But when you realize that the discomfort isn't punishment, it's purification, something clicks. Your organs, once exhausted from endless digestion, are finally humming in harmony again. Your liver, kidneys, brain, and gut, all playing the same quiet, healing song. If food is fuel, fasting is the software update that makes the fuel efficient again. Every minute you resist the urge to eat is a vote for regeneration, for clarity, for strength. And in just 72 hours, your body reminds you of something profound. You are not just what you eat, you are what you repair. So here you are, 3 days later, and your body's orchestra finally sounds in tune again. Your liver's no longer drowning in sugar, your brain's running on clean, high-octane ketones, and your immune cells, they're strutting around like they just got promoted. This isn't a diet trend, it's a biological comeback story. You gave your organs the one thing they never get in modern life: silence. And in that silence, they repaired, renewed, and remembered how to work together again. Now imagine waking up tomorrow lighter, calmer, sharper, not because of caffeine, but because your body finally rebooted itself. If you've ever tried fasting, tell us how it changed you, your wins, your struggles, your weird cravings at 2 a.m. And if this helped you understand your body a little better, subscribe for the next deep dive. Because healing isn't punishment, it's permission. And your organs are already saying thank you.